So, I don't know if you know what's been going on in the UK with this woman. This has gone viral. This is like my favorite story of the day, and I'm dying to know who you think is right in this scenario. Okay. There is a woman. Her name is Alexandria Taylor. She seems like a really nice woman. Like when they interviewed her, she seems like a really kind of cool. I hate when they're gorgeous and they're nice. You know what I mean? Like you want somebody gorgeous to be a total bitch. So that way you can be like, I hate her. No, she's like the perfect mom. She's really likable and she's gorgeous, like prettier than any actress or model you've seen in years. But she's just like a regular mom. Okay. So she's at her house. She's inside her own house. And she happened to be wearing, I guess maybe a boyfriend or somebody was coming over. Maybe this is how she dresses around the house. But she had on a little t-shirt and some French lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
And the French lingerie was like a thong kind of thing where you can really see everything. Okay. I guess she was upstairs in the bedroom with whoever or by herself. Who knows who she was with. She realized that she left all the lights on downstairs and she went downstairs to turn off the lights. And she was walking around in her thong and her little half t-shirt or t-shirt thing. And the neighbor's kids could see her. And actually, one of the neighbor's kids happened to be standing on the street and you can look right in. And then the neighbor's other kid was in their room and can see out their window into her house. So both the kids saw her, this real hot, beautiful mom, walking around in a thong. She wakes up in the morning and there is a note on her.
From the kid saying, thank you. Can you do that more? Oh, no.
She wakes up, there's a note from the parents and they put it on the windshield of her car. And it said, it would be much appreciated if you could at least shut your blinds when walking naked around your house. My kids do not and would not like to see your ass out on the show. I don't know what that means. I think they meant for show, whatever. Yeah. Much appreciated, your neighbors. She was horrified because it wasn't like she was. See, when I first heard the story, like neighbors don't want to see mom's naked butt, I thought maybe she was out at her pool or out in her backyard or walking around naked or a thong or, you could see over the fence, that kind of thing. She was inside her own house. Right? So who's at fault here? Whose problem is it? And what should happen? What should be done here?
All right. You put a note back on your window and you say, thanks for the note, Karen. You can go screw yourself. It's my house. Fuck off.
Right. It's my house. I can do whatever I want.
Right. I mean, she wasn't naked. She had a t-shirt and a thong on. And it's her house. If you don't want your kids looking, then you shut the window.
Right. I mean, even if she was naked, again, it's her house. If she wants to walk around naked, she can walk around naked in her own house.
If you walk around naked in your house, there has to be some type of window covering. You just can't walk around.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, with the windows wide open, just walk. It's kind of indecent exposure because...
It's your own house. You can be naked in your own. And listen, I'm not going to live in a dark house. I want my windows open. If the neighbors can look in, she was going to close the shades and close the lights. She was going to shut everything off. It's her house.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit of a voyeur if you are doing that, though. You got to know people can see in your house. You're not that stupid.
Right, but maybe you don't care. I mean, I think that's the problem in general. Now, this happened in the UK, but I think it's the problem in general in Western culture where we have this really unhealthy attitude about nudity and about bodies. So if your kids can see me walking around naked, don't they get naked? Don't they see them? Haven't they seen naked bodies before? It shouldn't be that big a deal. A naked body should not be this big a deal. And the fact that, here's the other thing. Here's why it's a little bit like, I don't know how to phrase this, but unfair or not cool or sexist.
If she was a pig, maybe you wouldn't have this.
That's what I was going to say. It's the fact that she's super hot.
Right.
She's super hot. It's a problem. If it was me walking around naked, nobody would complain. Nobody would look. They'd be like, ew.
They would hang
And they would-
curtains up on the outside of your window.
Exactly. They'd put a fence up really fast around my house.
No,
Yeah, they would do the opposite.
No, that's a Karen. There's a lot of those around. It's getting worse and worse every day. They have an issue with their husbands, boyfriends, whatever, seeing a hot girl. You hear about it all the time. Yeah, friends had ugly naked guy. They didn't complain to him. They just went, oh, that's ugly naked guy.
And they looked.
Right. And if it was not ugly naked, if it was ugly, if it was hot naked guy, it would be different.
Different story. Different storyline.
Right. Then Joey would have an issue with it. But now that it's ugly naked guy, they don't have an issue with it.
Right. But okay, so I think this woman should definitely control her own children if she has a problem. It's not the fault of the mom, and the mom can't help it that she's hot. That's what she happens to look like. Tough. Move. Go live somewhere else.
Yeah. And you still got to have something over the windows. You just can't walk ground level with no windows and a wall open and just say, it's my house. Yeah. Unless you're a voyeur, you know. I don't think that's right.
Well, it's your house. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Can she walk outside on her balcony naked?
No.
Her own backyard?
No. That's outside.
Why?
It's outside.
It's her backyard.
It's outside though.
It's not public. It's her backyard. It's
If
her
you want to
property.
walk around outside naked, then move to a clothing optional place to live. You live in a society. You have to play by the rules. That's the rules.
I say don't look.
It's indecent exposure. There's a law
No,
for that.
It's not indecent exposure when it's in your own backyard. It's only indecent exposure once you go out into public. And you're not in the public if you're laying on your own balcony or your own, a deck. I
mean,
love
if you have
how
a pool in your backyard and you want to swim naked and you have neighbors around, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Why not? It's my pool. I got that pool so I can skinny dip all I want to.
No, not if there's neighbors that can look right in your pool.
Don't look. If it bothers you, don't look.
And if you did it, they wouldn't.
Well, that's the beauty of me.
That's why you would get pissed.
Yeah,
that's nobody looking.
Well, that's true. I would be like, "Hey, I'm here naked. Everybody, who's throwing up? What are you throwing up for?"
Oh, look at my boobs. Can't make us. No. Look away, children. Look away.
I've been assaulted by my neighbor.
It's like when you walk in and see your grandmother naked. You know, You're like, never having sex again.
Okay, can we end this conversation now, please?